Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Fun Times Football, episode 7 now, boys. We've kept it on a roll. It's looking good. Premier League preview. Let's go. It's Friday. It's Fun Times Football. We've got Chris Gibson, Ashley Kerwin, Billy Kerr, sort of for 20 minutes or so until the West Ham game finishes. He'll be jumping in with some comments, I imagine, but you may hear him screaming and shouting, hooting and hollering. And Sam Ashfield should be joining us shortly, hopefully. I don't know. He said he's on his way back and will be here, but he'll probably be eating spag bowl again or something stupid. How's everyone doing?
Spag bowl, where'd that reference come from?
What was it? He had the first episode. He had dinner, didn't he? Like he was on the bus and then he got home and started eating dinner. Like, what?
Chow mein. Yeah,
I can't remember. I was hammered.
He's cooking for himself now, so it's going to be rustlers or pot noodles.
Oh, is Kesh not there cooking for him?
Oh my fucking god!
Do you want to address Billy's situation here, or?
I think I slightly addressed it. He's going to be watching the West Ham game. Yeah.
The thing is, right? Carry on.
No, go on.
No.
Oh, hold on. We've scored.
Live reporting.
We've scored. The goal is in the net, but I think it's offside. I think it's offside.
In the goal.
Back to you,
The ball.
Billy.
Sorry, yeah. I don't know. He's onside. Eat dick. He is onside.
I'm going to run the theme tune while Billy shouts at VAR for a second. Oh no.
Friday, it's Fun Times Football.
Lovely. I hope I turned the loop off. If I didn't, it'll come back on in a second, but we'll hope that it didn't. Anyone got any surprises to kick the show off?
Billy, what's going on? Has the VAR approved it? Can we go back to you, Bill?
It's still in the goal check, but he looked onside by about a yard, so I'm not sure. And I hope so, because it looks like we was planning on bringing on Danny Ings, who's effectively a defender for the other team.
Who was it that scored?
Paquetá.
Was it a good goal?
Full volley ball, sort of like chip ball over the top of the defence, which is just, they look like he timed the run to perfection. But you might have to come back to me here, Jeff.
All right, we'll crack on with the podcast, I guess, and talking about this week's games. We'll start off. We were going to start off with the Chelsea City game, but Sam's not here, so we'll keep kicking that can down the road until he arrives, I guess. Like
goal.
He's probably kicking cans down the road.
It's
a goal.
It's got returned to the stadium.
It's a goal.
Come on, yep, it's a goal. It's been given. I know this isn't part of the schedule today, but fuck it. We don't win often. Yeah, we're 1-0 up, and it's looked unlikely. Sorry, we'll move back on. Sorry, boys.
That's all right. So we'll start off with the Arsenal-Burnley game, I guess. We've got Chris here with us, avid Arsenal fan. Arsenal enjoyer, some might say. On a roll. Burnley, not really doing great at the moment, are they? So I guess, Chris, what are your thoughts?
Well, we haven't been on a roll, have we? I guess we just started to roll again. We've got so many injuries at the moment. Everyone's looking a little bit grey. Partey out until next year. Odegaard hasn't played for three games, and it just seems like every game is set up 2 on Martinelli, 2 on Saka. We've got no creativity through the middle, and thank God Trossard is replacing Nketiah at the moment because he looked good yesterday. I think it'll be a tight game. Burnley going to play low block. It's going to take at least 60 minutes for us to find a first goal. Havertz needs to be dropped.
I don't think
Burnley have conceded 38% of their goals this season in the opening 15 minutes of games.
What the hell did you pull that stat out of?
So
top of his head.
Yeah,
is that AI?
I crunch numbers, mate. I crunch numbers,
Stat.
But also interestingly, in the Premier League, Mikel Arteta has faced 24 different sides as Arsenal manager at the Emirates, and the only one he has failed to beat or see his side score against is Burnley.
Ooh.
So not beat or scored against.
They at the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you think they weren't in the league last season when Arsenal were flying, and before that, Arsenal, I don't know, they weren't anything
So
particularly
maybe it's
special.
just one
so-
home
Yeah,
game
so it
against
must have been 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't worry too much.
couple of games.
Um,
Well, I don't think it's going to be an enjoyable game. I don't think Burnley will have much to offer unless they get on the break. I don't know how much speed they've got in attack, but it's just so many injuries, and I just think the Premier League have caught on of how to play against Arteta's teams. It's you double up on Saka, you double up on Martinelli. We can't hit balls into Nketiah because he's woeful.
apparently he's
Put
injured.
Havertz up front.
Yeah.
Apparently so, and I hope that remains the
Yeah.
same. Like I said, Trossard played good yesterday. Do you want my score predictions, or should we go around with some more thoughts first?
Ashley, go on. You seem like you got some thoughts on this.
I often look like I have thoughts, but there's not much really going on up there.
Fusion.
There isn't. I don't think there's much to say about this game. Do you want to introduce Sam to the pod? I'll gather some
Sam,
thoughts.
I sort of introduced him, said he'd be here. He's arrived. Sam has arrived.
Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me?
What you eating, dickhead?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
It's better than 2G, isn't it? So.
It is.
Look at that.
Can you flip your phone
Yeah.
sideways? Is that possible? Or is that
Whoa.
annoying?
Oh,
There you go.
There
Imagine
we
if that
go.
breaks the
Hello.
signal.
Temperamental.
I'm here. I'm about.
Yeah, Ashley was just about to give some thoughts on the Arsenal-Burnley game. We haven't done the Chelsea City game yet, though, so I moved that one down the
Respect.
schedule for when you get here. Go on,
Thank
Ash.
you.
Sure. So I feel like company's head's on the chopping block a little bit. You know, he's under threat, and I can see why he's not started very well. But like Gibby said, Arsenal have got extensive list of injuries. I think it'll be a narrow win for Arsenal, though. I'll give you the scores in a minute, unless Billy or Sam want to chip in for this game.
Arsenal win, lol.
That's all you get out of Bill.
Really loves the Gooners. It continues.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal are unbeaten in their past 37 home league games against promoted sides. So there's another stat in the
Are
Arsenal.
you
column.
on an app or something? Where are you pulling these stats from?
And but
If you're
I
on
mean,
an app, shout it out. Get us that sponsorship money.
no, it's just from the BBC, and I work for them anyway.
Google
So you know,
podcast.
Burnley have lost six of their past 7 Premier League games, including 4 in a row. They have not lost 5 consecutively in this top flight campaign
Yeah, let's stop
since
with this.
January
Records are there to be beaten
1976. So
Yeah.
I all of these
until
stats
this
mean nothing.
weekend.
Yeah, all of these stats mean nothing. Burnley are going to lose this game. They are woeful, absolutely
Agreed.
woeful.
Agreed.
I think Company's issue is he's not changing the way he plays at all, and he's still trying to play the way he played in the Championship. Which,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
when you've got a good team in the Championship,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah, it
play-
doesn't work.
no, and you play
Oh,
expansive
trust me.
football, and then you come to the Premier League and still try to do the same thing against teams with a much higher level of quality player,
It's not going to work.
which most of the teams in the league
Doesn't-
will have just because they've been there a while. Like,
Doesn't
it's not
doesn't
going to go
work.
well. No. Any thoughts, Sam?
I'm not really clued up on this weekend apart from my game, our game. Who's at home?
Arsenal at home.
It's not really important, is it, to be fair? No, it should be
No,
comfortable.
man.
They're not
No.
going to get anywhere near them.
No. Right. Score
No
predictions
further
then.
thought. Easy.
Score
Ooh.
predictions. Billy, score predictions.
3-0 Arsenal next.
Sam.
4-0.
Oof. Ash.
3-1.
Oof. Chris.
2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0. I'm going to join Chris. I think I'm going to say 2-0. I think it'll be a very dominant performance from Arsenal, but they just don't have many goal scorers available in the team at the moment, do they? With the amount of injuries and stuff. And I mean, they've barely had any before the injuries, so right. Yeah, we'll move on. Move on to the probably the most exciting game of the weekend. You'd hope so, especially after Chelsea getting a massive win away at Spurs on Monday night, which is the Chelsea Man City game at Stamford Bridge.
We'll cover that, Sam. It's later.
We are going to cover that in a little bit, and
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to, but you kind of got to because of a ridiculous game it was. But yeah, I'll pass to Sam straight away. I don't really want to talk about Chelsea, fucking scumbags.
Maybe we'll save it most of it for when we discuss it then, but that was not 4-1 to Chelsea. I don't even class that as a 4-1 to Chelsea. That doesn't make me worried about this game at all. I don't care about that game whatsoever.
No? Interesting.
Nicholas Jackson scored only the second worst hat-trick I think I've ever seen in the Premier League.
It's starting to sound like you're covering this. You're covering the wrong game, Sam.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the Chelsea-Man City game?
Leading me on to say, I'm not worried at all. I think that Chelsea are a bottom of the top half team, if that makes sense. And I think it'll be easy. I actually think I'm not worried about this at all. We've only got 2 injuries. We've had one all season.
Yeah.
De Bruyne has been out all season.
You'll eat your words.
That Man City mindset, eh?
You just said you beat Burnley 2-0. It'll be easy. It'll be fine.
You were really cocky. Yeah, fair enough.
So, all right, okay, we'll lose.
I want you to be honest, Sam. I like the energy you're giving off. The confidence is good because either you're right or we get to laugh at you next week.
I either say we'll win and I get called cocky, or I say we'll lose and I'm lying. So I can't really win, can I?
It's a debate show.
Thank you. Debate it then. Debate it.
Go on then, Ash. Ash, what's your thoughts then? Since you seem to have strong feelings against Sam's opinion.
I just like Sam being wrong. That's all. I just hope that he's wrong. That's all. I don't really particularly want Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea at all because I felt like again, I don't want to cover the Chelsea Spurs game, but I just don't like Chelsea. I don't really like City at all. So I don't like Sam.
No one likes Norwich.
Well, evident. Even I don't like Norwich. I don't. You know what you're trying to say. Anyway, no. Sam's right. It probably will be a walkover, but I'm just trying to spice it up.
Chris, any thoughts on the?
Yeah, I don't think Chelsea's back. I know we were going to talk about that match in a minute, but they'll be deluded to think that they won that because of talent or because they were the better team because they won. And yeah, I think Man City will bring them back down to reality, and it's going to hurt, and I hope it does.
Yeah, I think I kind of have to agree with everything you guys have said as well. To be honest, we are going to cover the Spurs Chelsea game, but yeah, I don't think Chelsea showed enough last week to have me thinking that they're going to even be able to touch this City side. Although they have done better, they have played better against the bigger teams that come out and actually play at them, if that makes sense.
Like they played better against Arsenal and drew than they did against Tottenham, and they won 4-1.
Yeah.
But
they also
hang on a minute. We're going to go live to the London Stadium with Bill for an update. Just quickly, just saw a reaction there. Did someone go close there, Bill?
Mavropanos. Ball went over the top from a free kick. James Ward-Prowse delivery, obviously, and he's just headed it wide. Cheers, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Bill. Sorry, Liam. Continue.
That's all right. While we're with you, Bill, any thoughts on the Chelsea City game?
I'm not sure what was said by everyone because fuck me, hold on. We're good. I'm not sure what was said by everybody else because obviously I'm somewhat into this at the minute. But I think Sam said he thinks City are going to win, and Ashley was like, "Oh, I won't be so sure," because he tries to be edgy or whatever. I'm on Sam's side here. Obviously, it's going to be a Doku masterclass.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nice. Score predictions then. We'll start. With Sam.
He's at the post. Fucking hell.
It's like you said.
Olympiacos nearly scored. Cheers, Jeff.
Thanks for the insight, Bill.
Sam, score prediction.
2-0 City.
Nice. Ash, score prediction.
4-1 City.
Oof.
Get a taste of their own medicine. I know, I've completely contradicted myself. I just wanted to disagree with Sam.
Well, I think Sam's wrong, but 4-1 City.
Yeah, no. I know.
What do you reckon?
But you just look a dick now.
Again.
Going back on yourself, Ash.
I know. I can't lie.
1 week back on the podcast, I made him look a right twat.
1-0 Ashfield.
Chris, what do you reckon, mate? Score predictions.
3-1 City.
Oof. Billy, any score prediction?
Yeah, I've got a score prediction. I'm going to go with a 2-1 City. I don't think it's going to be a walkthrough by any stretch of the imagination, but I see Chelsea going 1-0 up. The City love to do that this season, and yeah, 2-1.
Concede a goal and then come out and smash them.
Yeah, they've done it a few times.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to, with everyone else, I'm going to toe the party line, and I think it'll be 3-1. I think Chelsea will probably score.
The great thing about this is now is if City do lose, Ash can't go, I told you so, because he's gone forward. City.
Well, no.
That's true, yeah. We've got the other clip of him agreeing.
Catch it, Liam, catch it.
All right, so Spurs Chelsea then. Let's just get to that before we do the other predictions, seeing as we've already sort of spoke about it.
I only watched the highlights, and it was enough to last me a lifetime.
I bet that was, Jesus.
That was probably enough
the
for the first half anyway, wasn't it? That was like 45 minutes of football in the highlights, surely.
30 things that happen in the games if you take cards, substitutions, disallow goals. Fucking mad.
Incredible.
Yeah.
From a neutral perspective, yeah, it was the most entertained I've ever been for a game of football where my team wasn't involved. I tell you, that was
working. I couldn't believe.
It was just carnage. Honest to God, it was carnage.
Liam, was that worse? Was that more dramatic than Battle of the Bridge?
More dramatic, but I think there was more. Yeah, there was more at stake with the Battle of the Bridge. This game was less consequential, and I know it's hard. It's weird to say, but I think we actually played pretty well through most of the game, even with 9 men. Like, or either that, or Chelsea just really are absolutely dog shit. Like
they were bad, man. Even Jackson didn't mean to score that third goal. His third goal, he actually meant to pass it to Mudryk and fell back and just took it round it.
No, I don't even think I've scored hat tricks as bad as that on FIFA. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the guy looks like he genuinely looks like he's trying to play football on fucking ketamine.
Yeah.
He's falling all over the gas.
I know what that would feel like.
Like even for his third goal, when he didn't know whether to pass it or shoot, and he's just sort of wobbling about. I've seen that. I have seen Norfolk Street, 3 a.m. I have seen that.
It worked though, because he confused himself so much that he confused the keeper. So
yes, I ended up fucking walking around him.
Kara was like.
But then his celebrations are proper giving it the big. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, come on.
And then in the 98th minute or whatever, he missed he missed a sitter to at least hit the target.
Yeah, he converted 3 out of about 25 chances, and the bloke thinks he's up for a fucking Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, I think
it could have went the other way though, because Son had a chance just before he scored.
Yeah, he did.
So did Bentancur. Dyer had the ball in the back of the net. Like I'm going to say they got that wrong, but it's hard to tell.
Dyer's?
Yeah, because I don't think Bentancur touched the ball. I don't think he touched the ball.
I can't say. They weren't looking at it.
No, they wouldn't. Even if they looked at it, they wouldn't have been able to tell. So it would have been inconclusive and given a goal anyway. So.
Yeah, but I could see it was offside from that. I just
wasn't sure why they weren't looking. Bentancur didn't touch the ball, he wouldn't have been offside.
They weren't looking. Yeah, they weren't looking at that.
They didn't look at that. Yeah, no, I thought it just went straight off Thiago Silva's head. But yeah, what a fucking crazy game. Udogi's an idiot. Romero's Romero, I think, was a harsh red card, but fair enough. Van der Ven's fucking hamstring left him,
and players weren't touching them. Like it was the
Maddison,
ghost of football.
Madison's ankle. He just rolled his ankle.
Madison's been selected for the England squad though, so he's obviously can't be out. Or
like he said, Southgate just copy and paste.
He does. He just copies and pastes the squad.
He's out.
He really does.
No one even plays. Can Rooney play?
He's got a couple of injured players. Henderson will still be there in 10 years' time. But I mean, what can I say? Like, I enjoy Ange Ball because it's just mad, even if it's going good or badly. It's just great to watch. It's great.
That high line though, is that tactics or is that bravery?
It's tactics.
I feel like
you're going to get caught out.
I feel like Big Ange just got ultra attacking on FIFA all the time. He's automatically every game sets into ultra attack every time.
The D-pad.
His left D-pad button's broken. He can't
You've
go
got
back.
9 men, ultra attack.
No, I think at the moment the thing is he's trying to instill that mode of football in the team, right? And you want to make sure they've got it before you venture away from it, you know. So he'll probably keep
Culture's
playing that
spot on.
way
They're fighting
for at
for him.
least the entire season. Yeah, I mean, a decent team would have been able to create 8 of those goals that Jackson scored rather than just 2. You know,
They weren't
Like,
playing
that
as
was
a team;
against-
they were playing as individuals. It's a clear difference.
yeah, and the fight that we showed. Shoe's a Norfolk thing, innit? I can't say the fight we should. Yeah,
Keep you
no,
going,
I'm happy. Although, yeah, the injuries, Van der Ven being out, we've got and Romero being suspended, Adogi's out for the next game as well, which means
Yeah.
we have one.
Who are
We
your
only have one
centre-backs,
first team centre back available, which is Eric Dyer. Which, to be fair, when he came on
season that day, wasn't
it'll be his first start. When he came on, I thought he actually did really well. So I'm not too worried. It's more about Ashley Phillips, a young defender we signed from Blackburn in the summer. Looks like he's going to be starting, which will be interesting. But he's 18 years old, so it's going to be straight into the fire.
Yeah, against Wolves as well. Are we going to segue into the Wolves Spurs game?
Yeah, well, that's why I put it in front, because we could segue in, and I thought that we'd tail off with the
thing is, the power of a good segue is ruined when you mention that we're about to segue.
Well, you know, now it's been brought to the fore.
Tour guide Ashley.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought we dovetailed into that nicely. So, Liam, do you feel nervous about the Wolves? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why that's lost.
The awkward silence into we dovetailed nicely was spot on. Love it.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous about Wolves? Nervous about?
Am I nervous about Wolves?
I feel like you said a couple of weeks ago that you were as well before all this shit kicked off. You were.
Yeah, anyway. Wolves has notoriously been a hard fixture for us. Just whenever it's been a fixture I've attended 3 times, once at home, 2 away, and we lost one of those away fixtures the season they beat us home and away. In the Premier League here, I think this is what the stats are. Wolves have won 6, Spurs have won 7, and it's been 4 draws. So the history would suggest it's a very even game. But I'm feeling like the way we played with 9 men, with the substitutions that came on, if the entire squad has got that as a whole, I feel like we could still get the win. Because obviously Wolves are missing their best player as well at the moment. Neto's out, isn't he? So their main sort of creative attacking threat.
Where do you find your creativity of Madison out of the team?
Son.
Lo Celso, Sarr, Basuma still.
Son?
Lo Celso.
Full time.
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah,
1-0.
happy with that. So I'm here now.
Yeah, Lo Celso, I reckon, if Madison isn't
Lo
playing,
Celso's not creative, is he?
He's the only other
Defensive
player
we've got. All right.
No, I'd say no. I'd say he's attacking mid. Bentancur maybe.
Brennan Johnson.
Basuma's got a good pass on him, and he's quite good at moving the ball forward. So
still got Johnson, haven't you?
We still got Brennan Johnson. We still got Kulusevski.
Okay, Kulusevski on the wing, yeah.
Richarlison's injured. He had surgery today.
Why has my girlfriend just messaged me saying red card Bowen like I'm not watching it?
What?
Red card Bowen?
Yeah, I just got a message off my girlfriend saying red card Bowen, but I'm sat here watching the game and that never happened.
It's funny, if Richarlison was in the game on Monday, he probably would have been your 3rd player sent off.
Yeah, probably.
I think he needed to be in that game. He probably would have just
hit
more
someone.
Eventful. Oh yeah, he probably would have took his shirt off, yellow card sent off, but then it was
goal disallowed
off as well.
Yeah, yeah. But so this game has average of 3.5 goals per game, which is
Since when?
pretty
Well, I was
crazy.
going to say since when, because there hasn't been over 3 goals for the past 2 seasons.
I don't know. I don't know then, mate. Maybe I'm making it up. This stat.
Facts.
Oh, it might be the teams. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Can you give us a score prediction, Liam?
Score prediction I can do. I'm still going to be confident that we win. To be honest, it'll be a hard game, and I won't be surprised if we lose. But I'm coming at this with some confidence. Spurs are going to win this game 3-1. Confidence.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think no matter what, Ange Ball's just a completely different style in the Premier League at the minute. No team really know what to do with it. 9 men, 11 men, who gives a fuck? They beat Wolves 2-0.
Did you see what he said after the game? When they asked him about you were still going for it with 9 men and most teams would sit back and drop off. And he went, oh, even with 5 men, mate, we'll still have a go.
Yeah, he's just so unbelievably Australian, isn't he?
Yeah, he is great. Sam, score
Oh,
prediction.
I do like
him. No, you're at home, aren't you?
No. Molyneux.
Oh, I thought because they played at home to Newcastle, I thought they'd have an away game. That mixes it up a little bit. I don't think you're a million miles better than Newcastle, but
they just lost to Sheffield United as well.
With Maddison out as well, I think you'll have enough just to buy a goal, go 2-1.
Fair. Ashley Kerwin, go on.
Oh.
I think it'll be 1-0. It'll be a controversial penalty, and the conspiracy against Gary O'Neill by the referees will continue. So you'll just about get a win there.
That would be horrendous. He has had
every week. He seems like there's a great conspiracy against Wolves, and there is a bit. You see some of the penalties they're given against them; they are very dodgy.
Mate, that one last week was ridiculous.
Yeah, the Newcastle one I thought was bad decision.
Gary O'Neill's dodgy.
He is, but he'll never speak to referees again. So that's why. Anyway, 1-0. I think it'll be a tight victory.
1-0.
1-0.
Chris, what do you reckon?
Spurs win 2-0.
Oh, I thought you might go against the grain, but you're
no.
You're pretty confident for it. And we'll move on to West Ham Forest then, I guess. Billy, confident off the back of your Europa League victory this evening? You see enough?
I was confident, and then after watching that, not so fucking much, to be honest with you. We may have won, but we crept over the line there. Forest away, not so good. At home, that's a danger. Luckily, we're at the London Stadium. I just don't know where we get our goals from at the minute, because Antonio's just chaotic. I can't even be bothered at the minute with him. Danny Ings, like I said earlier, he's effectively a defender for the other team. Jared Bowen's a right winger. I haven't got a fucking Scooby. So, I'm just going to say I'm quietly confident, despite what I just said.
Do you not think you've got enough with Kudos in the form he's in? Like it being either creating something or scoring himself?
Well, obviously, that's a strong possibility. Obviously, with Lucas Paqueta back in the side as well, and Alvarez back in the side, that's our core. A lot more strong in comparison to the Brentford game. But it's just that finding the goals. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Jared Bowen's obviously still in good form. It's so hard to be confident as a West Ham fan.
Yeah, I feel that. Anyone else got any flavour for the game?
Just two weird sides, aren't they? So unpredictable, both of them. Forest have got, they've signed about 30 players the last 2 years, haven't they? But no one knows who's going to play for them. But they actually played really well against Villa, and Villa were flying before that. And, they had the better of the chances, Villa. Forest didn't really look like not winning at any point. So they can turn up. And after everyone was confident West Ham would beat Everton at home, I feel like it might be another. I don't want to keep saying it, Billy, because you're going to hate me, but I feel like there's another banana skin. But I don't know. I don't know. It could go either way. It's such an unpredictable game. You're obviously favourites, but you don't know what side Forest is going to turn up.
Do you think that
on the
way David Moyes plays football doesn't work against teams that are sort of in a similar league position as West Ham?
What, you're one of those teams that beat the big boy or play well against the big teams, then they
i.e. they
I know what you mean.
West
I know
Ham
what you mean.
are good at defending and then breaking on the counter. So when a team attacks you, it plays into your tactics that you use most games.
There's a few teams. I think Brighton are another team like that. They seem to always turn up against the bigger lads. They beat United. They almost beat City the other week, and then they get beaten by West Ham. They seem to bring the. I'm not coming for you. I'm not coming for West Ham. They seem to
kind of feels what you are.
Against the big, up the game against the big boys and then play a bit worse. Yeah, maybe that's what the kind of team West Ham are, because they do threaten the big teams when they play them.
Big boy champions of fucking Europe, mate. Don't forget that. I don't know what you're laughing for.
You won the Johnston's Paint Trophy of Europe.
What have you won, dickhead?
Spurs went out in the group stage of that trophy. That
we did,
exactly.
Controversial circumstances, I may add.
Well,
let's not go into that.
Anyway.
I've not got time for Tottenham's Europa League, Conference League journey last season.
No. Score predictions then, unless anyone's got any more flavour for it. No, go on. Ashley.
Have you switched from colour to flavour this week? So I
was thinking that.
Yes. Chris had issue with me using the word colour last week, so I thought I'd switch it up.
Nice.
All right.
It was a conscious decision I've made, and I'm really annoyed you pointed it out. I thought it was just going to slide under the radar.
That was never going to sneak under the radar.
You've just used it so often in this first half an hour.
Well, I don't know what else would one say.
Decoupage.
Decoupage.
Don't tell us. Change every week.
I will just keep changing it. Ashley, your prediction. Come on.
2-1. I mean, I think Bowen, fresh off his red card in Europe, will be gearing for a couple of goals. But 2-1 down. His fictional red card.
Nice. Billy, go on.
See, now I feel like Chris Kamara, because I'm not sure if he did get sent off.
He didn't.
He definitely
okay.
didn't.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna actually. This is a rarity, and I'm actually going to agree with Ashley. You did say 2-1 West Ham, didn't you?
Yeah.
I have to. I think that's the most logical scoreline.
Sam, what do you reckon, mate?
I'm going to go for I'm not confident enough to go for a Forest win. It's all right. So I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Oof, lots of goals.
Lots
Chris,
of goals.
how are you feeling? Where are you leaning
I'm
towards?
feeling great. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Cool.
Score?
Great. We'll catch up after the call. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go with West Ham 1, Forest 0. So I do not think there'll be a lot of goals.
Ooh.
And I think the home advantage will just shade it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Chris and go 1-0. I think Billy sold me on there might not be a lot of goals in the game, but I still think West Ham will have enough to beat them. Yeah,
I think Forest get a goal every game.
Boring game.
How many times have Forest not scored this season?
I don't know.
You got the stats there. Tell me.
Leave out his stats.
We always seem to get a goal from somewhere, no matter who they're playing. They seem to grab a goal.
To be fair, we've scored in every game bar one this season.
That's why I'm saying 2-2. I just feel like they both score.
They've failed to score in 3 games in the league this season.
What, Forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 30% of the games.
Fair. I'll stick by it.
Oh, yeah. I'll stick by mine. I'm not going to change me with your false prophets.
Change it.
Right. We can scoot through this one. Man United versus Luton. I mean, unless you want to talk about it.
Not a lot now.
I mean, it's got
game of the weekend.
This is a good one.
It's got I reckon United will win the game and people will stop calling for Ten Hag to be sacked.
Depends how they win it.
That's probably what's going to happen.
So just imagine.
Shame it's Old Trafford.
Just imagine.
If Luton win at Old Trafford, that would probably be. I know it's against a poor United side, but like that would probably be their best result ever, right?
That would be it for Ten Hag if they lose.
Yeah, if they lose to Luton,
him.
Even
if they draw, I think he'll be gone if they draw. Surely.
Yeah, probably. Champions League, they're lucky that they've got Bayern who have won every game, so they're just having to be the least shit of the other three. And they're actually only 3 points off qualifying.
They're not doing very well.
They've really got to beat Galatasaray, really, but then they've got Bayern.
They couldn't even beat them at home.
Sorry.
That's not easy.
Oh, no, I think they're out. But I just think they've still got more of a chance than they should have because they are shit in Champions League.
I think Galatasaray qualify above them.
I think they've got a better team. Yeah. Old boy Zaha.
Anyone want to speak about it, or are you just happy to do score predictions?
I think Luton gave a really good account of themselves against Liverpool. So they've proven that they've got it within them to give them a run. And let's be honest with you, Liverpool are a lot better team than Man United are at the minute. So
and you all laughed at me last week. You all laughed at me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, you're not laughing now.
He did it as well.
Really,
I thought they were going to win.
So was the context then? Because I didn't listen to the podcast. I didn't finish it. What was the context
mate.
behind
I said Luton would win 4-1.
Oh, right, okay.
3-1, I think it was.
You were so close.
3-1.
You were so close.
It was more
if they'd won. I think I cheered harder for that goal than I did the Kulusevski goal on Monday that Luton scored.
Game's gone.
So score predictions then. Go on. Billy, United, Luton.
They're going to be calling for Ten Hag's head. Matt Goldbridge is going to be having a fucking stroke. 1-0 Luton.
God, I hate that twat.
Oh, funny. Sam, what do you reckon?
I pray that happens because Goldbridge is the funniest fucker alive. But I don't think they will not win. I think United will win 2-0.
Yeah, fair enough. Ashley.
Bless you.
Oh,
Bless you.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Everyone saying you're dirty. Pack it in, man.
Anyway.
1-1.
1-1. Oof.
It's not being edgy. I genuinely think it will be.
Chris?
Yeah, I was going to go the same. And if Luton were home, I think they might shade him with the backing of their own fans. But if they get the early goal and Old Trafford goes silent, which it has been practically all season, you never know. But I reckon they'll score an equaliser later on, so 1-1.
Oh, that's wild. I'm going to go for a United win. I don't think Luton will. Not away. They could do. I could see it happening, but I think United will win this game 1-0. I don't think it will be fun for them, but they'll
1-0.
win.
My hairline is becoming a fucking problem.
Is that the schedule? Are we going to discuss that?
Billy's fun fact.
Billy's hairline. Tell you what we could do. We could get like a picture and then just compare it every week, and then we'll make a compilation in 3 years' time.
Yeah, great. Can't wait for that.
Good sponsorship idea, though. The shampoo that sort of gives your hair back there. You should reach out to
that German one.
Alpacin, caffeine shampoo.
German engineering for your hair. Oh,
Force-Product technique.
Start now. By the time we get
Villa Fulham. Anyone want to add some flavour on this one, or are we just happy to do scores?
Oh, we're back. We're staying with the flavour.
God, it gets tough these fixtures. It's been a cracking game. I backed Villa last time, and they didn't win last week, did they?
They're at home this week, though.
They sort of collapsed.
They are at home.
I have bitter feelings about Aston Villa at the minute. I'm not their friend. Neither is Ashley. We're not really.
Well, Watkins scored tonight, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Ollie Watkins has just let us down big time. So we're not Villa's friend at the minute.
Oh.
I think similar to West Ham Forest. I feel like they're both going to score, and then it's unpredictable again because there's so many teams now that.
That's so weird. I would imagine
mid-table, but better.
I would imagine that most people would be very convinced that Villa are going to win this game. Like I am.
Fulham aren't a bad team though.
Yeah, but
I am. They haven't lost or drew at home. They've won every single game at home.
Villa are on
Who
fire.
have they played though?
West Ham. Brighton, Palace,
But
and
no
Everton.
one.
So, and Luton, and they're averaging about 3 goals a game.
Well, they smashed Villa. They smashed Brighton, didn't they?
Yeah.
That
4
was
past Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to win.
But they
To
haven't
be
played a Europe apart from West Ham, a European team, have they? That's it. Apart from Brighton as well, sorry.
Yeah.
They've not had
Yeah,
a
I
challenge
think
yet.
they're going to win. I'll give my score prediction first. I think it's going to be 4-0.
Jesus.
I think they're going to absolutely smash them.
Some big score lines today.
You believe in Aston Villa a lot, Liam? Jesus.
I do at home, yeah. I just
They can't lose 2-0 to Forest and beat Fulham 4-0. That's mad.
Yeah, they are much better at home.
yeah, but they beat West Ham 4-1 the week before. Like,
Fucking what's that got to do with anything?
well, no, it's just Sam. That's what Sam's saying. They can't go 1 week with a big scoreline and then lose a game and then win another game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
anyway,
personally, I think
predictions.
Aston Villa are going to have the bit between the teeth. I think after losing to whoever the fuck they just lost to, and
They lost.
Yeah, they lost their last game, didn't they? Another.
What, tonight?
No.
Oh,
Premier
Forest.
League.
Sorry, Forest.
Yeah. Forest, obviously. Sorry, I forgot. 2-0 Villa, but pure domination throughout there.
Yeah, Ash.
Yeah, obviously Villa are much stronger at home. In fact, the Premier League table, if it was just home games, they are top. So, yeah, I think they'll win this 3-1.
Nice start.
Yeah. Sam?
I'm not having all this one-sided nonsense. I don't think Fulham are as bad as everyone making them. I know Villa are strong at home, like Ash just said. I didn't actually know that. If it was just a home table, they'd be top. But I don't know. I still think Villa are capable of... Fulham are still capable of popping up with something. I think Villa will edge it, but I don't think it'll be a walk in the park. I think 2-1. A walk in the park.
A walk in the park. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Chris.
2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa. There we go. Yeah, I think most people think Fulham are going to win, even saying Fulham are a good team. But now, everybody, it's time for your favourite time of the week.
It's Billy's Fun Fact.
They keep getting better week on week. What have you got for us this week, Billy?
Oh, my God.
Well, the thing is, you just said that. And I'm starting to see that this has got somewhat of a shelf life because I'm struggling. So we're not far off from this being called Billy's Fact of the Week because they're going to start becoming less fun. But alas, that is not today because I think I've got something bewildering. But in 1969, Gary Neville attended the FA Cup final as a Leicester fan, and in goal for that game, Peter Shilton played. Gary Lineker, I meant to say.
You got to
In 1969, Gary Lineker attended the FA Cup final. It was obviously a Leicester game. He was a Leicester fan. Peter Shilton played in goal for Leicester that day. Not only would Gary Lineker, bear in mind he was 8 years old when this happened, he would go on to play with Peter Shilton for a decade. He would actually go on to retire before him by 3 years as well.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
That's good.
That is a good fact.
How did that happen?
Wow,
Yeah, I had to fact check that. And in amongst fact checking that, I also found out Peter Shilton was in our squad for like 1996, and I had no idea. He never played for us, but I had no idea.
How old was Shilton in that final then?
Yeah.
Oh, he must have been young, wasn't he? He was 69, and he ended up retiring in 1997, playing his last game for Leighton Orient.
So he,
Yeah, he's just
96.
Yeah.
So
He was
played
Did Lineker
20.
retire early?
Yeah, it was at early 30s, wasn't he?
I'm not actually 100% sure. I didn't do that much of a look into it. I just thought, yep,
BBC
that'll do.
sniffing.
And,
Wow.
Peter Shilton would have been 20 at that World Cup final, so 12 years older than Gary Lineker.
Jesus. So he had a career 15 years longer than him. That's mad. That is mad.
yeah.
That's good, Billy. That's good. That's good material.
That
Yes,
is.
sir.
You say you say that you doubt your facts, but I reckon you're always going to keep pulling them out of the bag.
You got a week
I
to
hope
find
so.
each time.
I hope so. But yeah, but I mean, there's got to be an ending, isn't there? Like these facts have got. Like,
No.
I come across so
Billy,
many, and it's
because
just
more
like,
fun
good
facts
enough.
generated throughout the years. You know.
It's
Well,
surface.
okay. Well,
Gary Lineker was
I'll-
34 when he retired, by the way, which is good career. Wasn't early.
That's a
So-
reasonable football career, isn't it?
Shilton must have been about 46, like Buffon, like sort of
Hmm.
age.
Yeah.
Well, no, if he was,
Oh, yeah.
he'd be going on 48. Yeah.
Right. We'll run through these next 3 games, I reckon. We'll just do some score predictions. If anyone's got any serious conversation they want to have about it, they can. But Brighton, Sheffield, I'm just going to kick it off. I'm going to
Bloody
say
Sheffield.
Brighton win this game 5-0.
Fucking.
I'm waiting for a Brighton thriller.
Liam,
If Heim gets his way, it's going to be a
he got like
record.
50 goals a game.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be a record Premier League weekend if Heim gets his way, isn't it?
It's
I
like
hope
weekend
so.
back
On
in
the back of their
60s,
first
8-1,
win?
10-2.
Surely not.
Yeah, they get absolutely romped against Brighton, Sheffield.
Mm.
They're going to have confidence. They're going to come out, and then they'll let one goal in. Their heads will drop, and then they'll let in another 4. There you go. That's how the 5-0 happens.
Disagree. I think they've got something to fight for now. I think it's going to be a lot tighter than that. I reckon.
Hmm.
3-1.
It doesn't
Brighton.
matter what you got to fight for if you shit.
I was going to agree with Gibby, to be honest, exactly the same. Like, I think I'd say they got more to fight for, but yeah, 3-1, they'll still lose it quite comfortably.
Yeah. Sam?
Brighton will win. Billy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just going to jump the queue there, bud, but no, you go on.
You go
That's
ahead,
all right.
mate. I've
Go
got not a lot to
Go on
say.
then, Bill.
Well, neither have I,
Let's go.
really. I'm just going to go 2-0 Brighton.
There you go.
That was worth the wait. I'm going to go 3-0 Brighton, and I'm going to go for a fatty goal.
Fatty goal. Is that 2 goals by Fatty, or did you just say his name twice?
And 1 for Ferguson. Fatty Ferguson.
Fatty Ferguson. That should be. You need to make up a chant and start getting them to sing it.
Yeah.
Chris, did you give a score?
What did I say? 3-1?
He's 3, same as me.
Yeah. Cool. Bournemouth, Newcastle. Next game. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. And that's actually, I think that's the late kickoff on Saturday. That's a poor one, that is.
yeah.
It's
How
made
do
Newcastle
Newcastle
have
keep
half
getting TV games?
They keep getting the half.
Surely that works.
Saudi money, man.
Surely it
They
won't be
keep getting-
Saturday. Newcastle play Champions League, didn't they? Do they?
Yeah, but on
Tuesday,
If they
though,
play
don't they?
Tuesday, can you play Saturday?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if that's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
they can.
Yeah, they-
Yeah,
they-
put on the
I wouldn't
strings.
know.
isn't there?
Well, actually, United are playing on Saturday and they played on Wednesday, I think, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there you
well,
go. That's the
nobody else
excuse.
uses Thursday.
There's- No, that's the excuse sorted. But, you know, if they don't win.
Yeah. Yeah, Bournemouth,
Yeah,
Newcastle.
5:30 every weekend though. It's annoying.
Newcastle will have too much for Bournemouth, I reckon. But I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, it could just be one of those scrappy games that ends in a draw. I'm going to say draw. I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2. You look
What are you
Oh,
drinking?
Newcastle.
So I'll add some flavour if you want. I'll go for 1-1 as well. The draw.
West Country boy.
Ooh, same
boy.
spice.
Chris.
I just said it, but I forgot. 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0. I think you said 2-0. Yeah. 2-0 Newcastle. Billy.
4-0 Bournemouth.
Oh!
Yeah,
Love it.
nah, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. 2-0 Newcastle.
No, you can't change your mind now.
Don't take back.
It's locked in. Lock it in.
But yeah, lock it
Have
in.
rules.
Sam, what do you reckon?
I think Newcastle will win 2-0, and I think we might be seeing the old celebration when Callum Wilson scores against his old team. Sorry. 2-0.
The no
Sorry.
celebration. Sorry.
Or he'll go
Yeah.
mad and whip his shirt off, man. But no, 2-0 Newcastle.
Palace, Everton. I
Oh,
mean,
God.
it sounds very
Let's go.
boring on the face of it, but those games sometimes do throw up ridiculous games. But I think it'll be. I think it'll be boring, and Palace will probably just edge it. Probably
Everton
1-0
are right,
Palace. Everton are all right, but Palace aren't bad. Yeah, I think Palace are legit 1-0.
Yeah, you said it might be a boring game, Hein, and for that reason, it is going to be a boring game. It is going to be 1-0 Everton with just like out of nowhere, random like Decore Thunder bastard, top corner from like 30 yards. Out of the fucking blue.
Very clever. Out of the blue. Yeah, like that.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah, that was intentional. Completely intentional.
Yeah. Sam.
1-1. I just think this is probably the worst game of the weekend. 1-1.
Ash.
Nothing else to say.
I think Everton's still on the up, aren't they? 2-1 Everton.
He's fighting his cat. Right, Zuma.
He is, yeah.
He's literally biting me. Maybe he's a Palace fan, but he was biting me when I said that.
I kept seeing the cat creep into the camera, and you were just slowly like pushing it away.
I was gonna try and do like that thing where you get like the psychic cat or like the octopus that predicts the scores and see if you like pick a score out, but I couldn't think of something in time. So just
that was worth mentioning.
Yeah,
you need prior planning for that.
I need a lot of planning. Yeah.
Chris, what do you reckon?
Did he say a score, Ash? What do you go for?
2-1 Everton.
He said 2-1 Everton.
Yeah, I agree. Everton are on a little roll at the moment, so I think they'll just edge it 2-1.
Nice.
You go for Palace hand?
Yeah, I went for Palace 1-0.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Palace hand.
Yeah.
Great point.
Palace Hind. The Hind Palace. So, last week we had the injection of Scott Carson brought up, and then the possibility of creating an entire topic of discussion. Ashley said trophy lout, and I didn't think it was correct at the time, and I had to look at what lout meant, and lout is like a word for someone brutish. So I found another word to use a descriptor. The most indolent player to win trophies.
Indolent.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't have that in my
let's try to
vocabulary.
Google that word.
What is? Yeah, go
I
on, definition.
absolutely did. I went to synonyms of lazy, and it is lazy. So lazy, or I feel like that's what it would be. Obviously, when we're talking about players that don't really play very often, because that's what we're sort of getting to the crux of the issue here. Reserve goalkeepers or bench goalkeepers are going to be that player at almost every team, right?
I've got a couple, of some interesting ones.
And I'll kick things off then. Hopefully, I don't usurp any of the ones you found. Thomas Vermaelen, playing at Barcelona.
Barcelona, yeah, for sure.
He was plagued with injuries. He joined
what trophy did he win in
2014. What?
No, I thought you meant at Tottenham. I was like, no.
No, what? Don't think he's ever played for Tottenham. He joined Barcelona in 2014, and
he was thinking of a Tongan.
Played from the bench the whole season. And here's what he won: he won the La Liga, the Copa del Rey, UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup, while barely appearing.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's
success.
Quite a mad. Yeah.
Which is quite a good one for like an outfield player as well. So I'll kick who's.
Yeah, I mean, I went for the goalkeepers route as well. There's some good ones in there. Ross Turnbull. Ross Turnbull of Chelsea, if you remember.
Yes.
He has a Premier League and 2 FA Cups to his name, which is quite impressive. Because I was thinking of Rob Green when he won the Champions League, which is just mad as well when he was reserve keeper at Chelsea. And then there's Pepe Reina. Pepe Reina, he's still going, by the way. He's 41. He's the Villarreal keeper still, madly enough. Yeah. He has a World Cup and 2 Euros, as well as obviously Liverpool successes in so on and so forth.
I think that one's a little bit more harsh.
You mean for Spain, though, Ash?
For Spain, he didn't play for Spain in any of those World Cups or Euros, but he had a World Cup and 2 Euros to his name, which is pretty good going.
Jesus.
And was another shout out for Mustafi, who has a World Cup.
Wow.
I think the craziest one that jumped straight off. like we can talk about players that won like I mentioned last week. I think it was Nicky Butt, how he won shitloads of Premier League. Yeah, Bentner winning a Serie A despite playing 9 games and not scoring a goal. But what comes to my mind instantly is probably the ugliest footballer of all time. Luke Chadwick has a Premier League and Champions League winners medal. That one's quite mad. Yeah. But you can think back to that Man United era in general, and there's a few players that will always seem to be about David May, or was his name David May? Sam used to support him back then. What was his name?
That's before my time, mate, David May. I was like trouble winning before.
You remember Anderson? Anderson came up as having nine trophies.
Anderson was all right, actually. Anderson was all right.
Cleverson, Eric Jemba. So nice they named him twice.
United, Thomas Kuszczak, their reserve goalkeeper.
Oh yes, yeah.
There between 2007 has 11 trophies to his name, or winners' medals to his name.
Ben Foster must have been somewhere else, not once, Ben, though. Is Ben Foster?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. He definitely have got 1 or 2 there, wouldn't he?
And then
he was there for quite a long time.
League trophy. Yeah.
Another. It's just mainly goalkeepers, really, isn't it? So you've got Tom Stark, played for Bayern, and he has 6 Bundesliga titles, 1 Club World Cup, 1 Champions League, 1 UEFA Super Cup, 3 DFB Cups, and 2 DFL Super Cups with 9 appearances.
I don't even know who Tom Stark is. What is that?
Is it the Iron Man or something? No, is that...
He's backup keeper to. He was backup keeper to
B-Tech Iron Man. Steelman.
Well, he wasn't playing for Bayern, yeah.
So Mario Götze won quite a lot at Bayern Munich as well, without really playing for them much. He did, but he wasn't exactly like a.
Did he not score? Did he not score
the World Cup winning final goal?
Yeah, because we watched that all together, didn't we? To be fair, back in the day.
I feel like Mario Götze can lead us on to a topic next week, which is players that I think we might have already covered this in the past podcast. Players that should have been there, but they ended up there.
Yeah,
Mario Götze
that's a good topic.
Promised so much and never.
That's one for next week.
What would you call it? I guess
me or something, didn't he?
Put it down for the schedule, Liam, next week. It's a good one.
I will. Players that didn't quite reach the potential.
Freddie Adu.
Should have been.
So we'll finish the section off with.
Hang on.
Oh, go on then,
a couple I had. I had one, and I just did a little research. He didn't actually win anything with Man City, so I didn't think he had enough caps. I had Scott Sinclair, Sam. He was in the squad where you first won the Prem, but didn't get an award. So I guess what's the minimum? 5 games to play. Obviously Calvin Phillips. And then I just thought of one, Dani Ceballos for Real Madrid. So there's two Champions League medals, Copa del Rey, La Liga, and 2 FIFA Club World Cups, an FA Cup for Arsenal. But he was.
Where is he now? Is he back at Real Madrid?
I think he's back there. Yeah.
I think he's playing for them this season. Yeah. Weird player he was. Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
There we go. Finished it off.
Next topic.
Round it up. So we've got the last game of the weekend that we haven't covered yet. Liverpool Brentford. There's a reason it's at the end. Big team. I mean, it could throw a surprise. It could. Doubt it will. Although Liverpool did struggle against Luton last week, which I never thought I'd say, even with my prediction last week.
And they've just played today as well.
Yeah, and lost as well, didn't they? Yeah. Well, I didn't think Liverpool were going to lose that one, did I? Didn't land.
Terrible idea. Terrible. I would never have said anything like that. Yeah.
No.
Brentford are not an easy team though. Liverpool have only conceded twice at home this season in the league. I think Brentford will score.
Wow.
I can imagine they'll get something.
They've only conceded twice, but Brentford will score. Who did they concede against?
Yeah, because I don't think Liverpool have been tested at home, really, have they? Who have they had? That's tricky.
They haven't. You're right.
They haven't. Brentford is a tricky team.
Is that a tough home game?
I think 3-2. I think it'd be really close. 3-2 Liverpool.
Oh. Between you and Hyde, you really 60 goals this weekend.
You think
That's
Brentford
my
will push them that
maddest
much?
prediction. Yeah, they're a good team. They've just beaten West Ham. That's no mean feat.
You're right.
There you
He's
go.
absolutely right.
I normally
Yeah.
slack him off. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool will have too much for them, to be honest. I'm sure everyone else agrees, right?
Yeah, 100%.
For their win, I'm half thinking that Brentford would score first, just tied legs. They'll need a bit of
Bournemouth can,
shaking
Brentford
up
can.
to get back to it. So 2-1 Liverpool for me.
Yeah, that's interesting. Billy? What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
I agree with Gibby. 2-1 Liverpool. I mean, obviously Brentford are no pushover, but Liverpool, especially after the Luton game, they're going to be looking to prove something. Yeah, 2-1.
Sam?
I'm in the same camp as everyone else. I do think Brentford will get a goal. I don't think that they'll score first. I think Liverpool have enough. I think 3-1. And I keep naming players, but I feel like this is the kind of game that Szoboszlai will control. I think they'll piss it 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you on the 3-1. I reckon Liverpool will have way too much for them. Brentford will probably score. Yeah, I just think at Anfield, Brentford won't be able to mount much of a charge.
And Liverpool will be pissed
There we
off
go.
after tonight. Probably they got beaten. Didn't they? So
Yeah. After a poor performance at Luton and then losing against Toulouse, like
go on, Ash, use the line if you want.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I wouldn't. Terrible. Better
No.
Come on.
You are, aren't you? Lovely. So on the agenda, I have added the weekly ACCA. Did anyone do research for the weekly ACCA, or you didn't look at my agenda?
Oh, that's what I meant. No.
Yeah, the only gambling I'll be doing is going to be happening tomorrow night. Other than that, that's me done.
Cool.
And
all right, we'll save it for
FYI
another
to
time.
anybody who's listening, we're playing poker.
It was terrible. It was very, very bad last week. I don't think anything came in except for Everton, Brighton, both teams to score.
Yeah, Haaland went off early, and
Because you had Alvarez to score, didn't you?
I did.
Everyone
Haaland,
except Alvarez. Everyone except Alvarez scored. Even fucking Ake scored. But yeah. So it didn't work out last time. Bin it.
Try it again soon then.
Yeah, we'll bin it.
Maybe once a fortnight.
Any other comments from the chaps? Anything you want to bring up? Any?
Well, it's international break after this weekend, isn't it?
Of course, it's every fucking week, isn't it?
So what?
It really is.
Are we taking a break, or are we going to spice it up, or add some flavour with something else?
We will do.
We'll do what we did last time. We sort of review.
We can do
halfway through the season. We can do like a midpoint.
We can do a review. We can do predictions. We can
loads of different topics like bet players who didn't quite make it and different things. Yeah,
we'll chat about it. We'll do something that I can break up into lots of little sections and put out like 50,000 videos on YouTube.
Chuck things in there during the week, and you can make an agenda, Liam. That's good.
I'll throw in a weather report if you want. I'll just anything you want. We'll go for it.
No one cares about the weather.
No one cares about that, Ash.
No.
Okay, I'm just offering some things.
Ending it on that, Ashley. Honestly, that was quite a nice little vibe.
You ruined it.
You just chuck in a weather report.
Bringing it down. I'm bringing it down.
You are really. We've got to end on that. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm going to play us out after hearing weather report.
It's weather.
It's Friday. It's fun times for